Welcome back, everybody. It is a morning edition on a Monday of Moneyline Madness. I'm Andy B. I'm here with Maddie C. How we doing, Matt?
Well, it was a rough night, honestly. I mean, rough night, but then again, I feel like just an elderly dog that got put out of his misery, that childhood pup that you just don't want to put down, but it's probably for the best. That's how the Yankees felt last night. We definitely I didn't want to win that game. I mean, truthfully, I don't know what's worse, going down to Houston and then getting your butt ate by Justin Verlander, or having them win in Yankee Stadium. I don't know. It was all bad. Double R, what's happening, bro? I know you're feeling. Yeah, you're feeling it. I mean,
he's feeling it, man.
All cylinders, man. All cylinders. I do have a little narrative I want to come on when we talk football in a little bit, but as far as baseball goes, man, I mean, I'm rooting for the Phillies. There's no other way around it.
Well, we are against each other on that. I was saying it.
If we were in each other's shoes, it's for good reason.
Yeah. No, I get why you're not rooting for Houston. They own you guys. I mean, that's I haven't really mentioned it much. Man. I mean, it is in sports. There's no other series of teams
fighting Phils, baby.
Absolute ownage.
Yep.
The Astros owning the Yankees, and obviously, I'm sure we'll do a lot like we did with the NBA. We'll probably do something in terms of baseball free agency because I know we have a lot of baseball listeners.
Absolutely.
So,
and
I know we will both have a lot. We have a lot of free agents on our hands for our team. So
we'll do a little rebuild. Rebuild. No, it's not about owning. It's the cheating part and the 2017 MVP part.
Well, the cheating ended. Let's say the cheating ended.
Top 5 hitting and pitching with 0 World Series appearances. I mean, they just stay above water, though. That's the thing. The Yankees haven't. Sure, you could say top 5, but how many of those years were they legitimately the best?
Let me make a comparison to you.
Let me make a comparison to you. That's really it. And it is kind of about owning. They own the Yanks. They didn't need to cheat to beat that team in 2017.
No, they were a better team.
I hate to break it to you.
They've
been a better team the past 5 years. That's just how it is. Even going into this series, there's not one Yankee fan. They could have cheered, "We want Houston all we want," but there's not one Yankee fan out there that was like, "Oh, let's go Houston Astros." This is we got a great shot. No, the Astros are legitimate in every aspect.
They are. They own us
I've
right said it. They are perfect. They have the perfect manager, the perfect rotation, the perfect bullpen, the perfect lineup. I mean, there's no holes really in their lineup, I guess, except for when Maldonado bats. But other than that, there's nothing in that team that tells you. Like I said, it's not really about cheating anymore. I mean, a lot of those guys are gone. I mean, obviously Altuve, Bregman are there, but they've replaced Correa. Pena looks just as good. Yordan Alvarez wasn't there.
Yordan wasn't on that team.
And ultimately, the pitching's what lost to the Yankees. The Astros pitching is perfect. The two teams that made the World Series, they were built for a month of baseball. I mean, the
Yankees
Phillies
pitching, bro.
Yeah.
The Yankees, the Astros capitalize on every single error you make. I mean, they have that blooper in center field, and instantly, runs come because of it. Last night, we failed to turn that double play. Instantly, Yordan Alvarez makes you pay. That's just textbook baseball in a sense that the Astros do everything to put themselves in the best position to win. It is what it is. I can't even be that.
Can I make a Yankees comparison? They kind of remind me, this era of Yankee baseball since 2017. The era of Yankee baseball here reminds me of the CP3 Clippers. They are always within the conversation, but they never get there, right? They never got past whoever. I think that team never made the conference finals. The Yankees have been pretty good at making the league championship series, but it's just always somebody's better than the Yankees. So I don't know. I don't know if it's implosion time. I don't think the Yankees ever implode, to be honest with you. That's not who they are.
Implosion, but the thing is, I guess if you want to say, considering I don't want Hicks back, I don't want Donaldson back, I don't want Kiner Falefa back. Honestly, Gleyber Torres could walk, in my opinion, too. And
there's one guy everybody wants back, but I honestly think the one guy that everybody wants back, I don't think he's coming back. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love the fact that he says everything the right thing. I think in his head, he sees that the Yankees are not winning the World Series next year. All right, are they winning it next year? Probably not. Are they winning it the year after? No, because Houston's not going anywhere.
I mean, but is he going to go? Is he in a better spot if he goes to the Giants?
No.
Like,
no.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he's in a better spot if he goes to the Mets.
Debatable. Are you guys keeping DeGrom at that point? Are you
no,
paying
I
DeGrom
actually think we can get into that on the free agency stuff. I think Shohei will be a Met this offseason. I think they're going to make that move a year early.
Instead of Judge, or in addition, like this is
in
a lot
addition,
of talk
because
here.
then you can pay both of them.
You're coming
letting DeGrom
11:35 in the morning, and you're telling me Shohei and Aaron Judge are both about to be New York Mets next season.
Let me explain something to you. The Mets want to keep DeGrom, right? But if they can't, if they feel like, hey, we don't want to pay DeGrom the Shohei money.
Facts. Go ahead, keep going. I'm listening.
You're not wrong. But if they acquire Shohei, that swaps salaries with DeGrom. You don't have to up. Actually, I think it's less money, and you just add Judge's salary, which it seems like everybody's saying they're willing to do so. I would love it. I see that as a better situation than the Yankees, just because the Mets are fresh and new, and the Yankees are kind of in a situation where they're in a transition there. The Mets are going to be winning. And also, we don't know who the manager of the Yankees is going to be. I don't think it should still be Aaron Boone. I don't know if it will be. I don't know if it won't be. I don't think it should be. Because I would defend him on everything because he doesn't make the lineup, but he makes the in-game decisions, and he is terrible at it. I mean, they knew Nestor did not have it after one hitter. He was scoring 88 miles per hour.
Not only the Nestor situation, but the fact that 3 or 4 out of the 5 games that you play against Houston are decided by 2 runs or less. And the fact that Clay Holmes only pitches in 3 total innings out of those 4 games, it's just inexcusable. I understand he might have a little bit of a dead arm somewhat, but it's just ridiculous. And as far as this comment goes,
but Boone makes almost no money. I think he's the lowest paid manager in baseball.
You could easily get Boone off if you need to. Judge going to be the single home run season and strikeout king, almost 920 strikeouts in 6 seasons, 1,596 for McGuire in 18. The guy
that was when
on steroids though. Like I mean,
that was also when
like,
nobody gave a crap about strikeouts. Nobody gives a crap about strikeouts now. Nobody struck out back then. Everybody strikes out now. So I don't think it's a lot different.
Yep. Boone's gonna stay, just got extended. Nestor does have tattoos. I was shocked when I saw that. If you actually see, I think it was like the ESPYs or something like that they went to this summer. He's tatted up low key. Nestor's rocking out there. It's pretty funny.
That was rough. I hated seeing his season end like that because he did have an amazing season, and you could tell though after that first hitter he just didn't hit. His velocity was down, and I love him. Like I said, he had a great year. You got to be honest. You put your team in. If you don't throw those pitches to who was it, Pena? He doesn't tie that game up. I mean, you got to be honest with your guys here. That's a rough spot. You can't. You don't want to take yourself out, but you have to be honest with yourself and your team.
No, you do. When the guy's killing you the entire series,
that's right.
Got to give him his respect. And
yes, the Mets are going to.
I don't know about this comment because steroids, I feel like definitely can affect your reaction
time. I'm sure it can. It probably does.
Your reaction time on human growth hormones, which those guys back then were taking.
But
I feel like
Mark McGuire wasn't facing 99, 100.
That is a fact. There was a lot different pitching in the
biggest difference is back in the day, in those years, they used to put sandpaper on the ball and it made the ball slide more, but nobody was just throwing natural sliders and cutters like that.
Yeah.
They were throwing fastballs at 92, 93.
And it's not just Aaron Judge. Strikeouts across the board.
Yeah, go look at Joey Gallo. He does 3 things every day, and that's his day. He either strikes out, sits a home run, or he, I guess, walks. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, but the Mariners, truthfully, I'm pissed at the Mariners.
That was
played them. Like they had the lead every single game, and then you just choke.
They played more innings against the Astros than you guys did in 4 games.
Really? Wow.
And they only played 3 games against them. That's how long those games were. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Rough time though. Hey, baseball was fun this year. I'll give it that. Didn't make it quite where we both thought our teams were going to go, but I think.
But then again, I expected the Yankees to be in 3rd place this year. I came on Most Sports TV in the beginning of the season.
You didn't expect much.
And I said that the Blue Jays were a better team, and the Tampa Bay Rays were a better team. Which honestly,
Tampa Bay disappointed a lot of people.
Going into the season, they were both projected to be better teams than the Yankees. The Yankees had that incredible first few months of a run. And that's when everyone was like, all right, you know what? Maybe this team is legitimate. Maybe they could do something. But up until that, the Yankees even being in the ALCS in 2022 wasn't really a thought. Not that that's an excuse or that makes this season a success, because it's not a success unless you win a World Series. But It's not like I'm looking at this season and I'm like, dang, the Yanks, like, we're just in a rebuilding phase.
The only way you look
can
at this
adjust
season
and then
that way.
come back next year and still compete.
Yeah, the only way you look at this season as a failure is if Judge doesn't come back and they had the opportunity to give him $100 million less in the preseason. That was where they went wrong, unfortunately. They had they were on pace for 120 wins at one point. So they had a really good they had a really good first half, and I don't really know where it went wrong. The roster didn't really change. I just think they eventually stopped hitting.
Well, you lost Michael King. You lost Chad
their
Green,
bullpen.
You lost Zach Britton.
That's another thing.
You lost Clay Holmes for a few months. Then Matt Carpenter, who was part of that magical, little part, gets hurt, broken foot out for, however many months. Giancarlo was missing. Rizzo was missing. So injuries along the line killed them.
And
but
they
not,
also
like I said,
they
it's
had
not an
a
excuse because you got these guys back.
No, there's no excuse, but they had a dreadful deadline. I mean, they did get Benintendi. They lost Benintendi. Got
Harrison
hurt.
Bader was an incredible
but what I mean by
acquisition, because he's going to be the center fielder for the future.
That's where they went well. But they traded a starter who actually pitched in the postseason for a starter who came out of the bullpen, I believe, right, in the postseason, Montas. So that's not their fault. Montas is supposed to be a much better pitcher than Montgomery, but I think they created a hole.
They weren't traded for each other.
No, they traded for Bader. Montas was traded for a bunch of prospects.
For Bader. It was just a bunch of it was a prospect haul.
Yeah, they both New York teams had a pretty rough trade deadline. Let's be honest with ourselves. So that was pretty much where they both went wrong. They didn't capitalize on the opportunity. I'm saying,
Harrison Bader's the center fielder of the future. That's what I'm convinced. That's what I saw in these playoffs.
Well, he's a free agent at the end of next year, but he's a solid player.
He's a good player. They saw enough. Knowing the Steinbrenners, they like guys that can compete in the playoffs. They're going to
be cheaper. So.
Yeah, that is a fact. That is a fact.
Cheaper than
Tatis coming back next year. San Diego's lineup is going to be nasty.
The NFC. The NL is going to be incredible next year. You're going to have the Braves. I guess the Phillies are going to be great forever now. Yep. The Mets. You've got the Dodgers aren't going anywhere. Padres. Yeah. I think the Giants are going to upgrade a lot. So
Giants will definitely get better.
And the AL is still going to be a 1 to 2 team, maybe 3. Texas might get in it. If you saw who they hired,
Texas could get involved.
You saw who they hired the other day. That was huge.
That is a fact. Honestly, the Orioles could be a force next season.
Yeah, I don't know what. I've been hearing a lot about them trying to get Correa.
Let them get Carlos Correa, and all of a sudden, the Orioles could be a wild card spot right there. They were almost this season. Obviously, with these young guys like Adley Rutschman, and you're going to get John Means back from Tommy John, they got some.
Be a good team, and they have a good bullpen too. So
they got some pieces. They're gonna look out for them. Look out for them for sure. But okay, you want to talk some NFL because
let's move on to the place
get this out of the way, right? I mean, honestly, I could talk baseball all day. At this point, I told you after that.
You don't need to.
When I was there, I was just checked out.
Right before free agency will be the next time. Well, obviously, for Double R, we will talk World Series.
We're gonna be talking
World Series. No doubt. But the next time we talk about our teams. We'll talk about free agency.
Yeah. One last thing. I was a little shocked. Phillies are coming in at plus 165 now for the series. Do you feel that is high, or do you feel like that's a little low? Because I feel like the Astros are a way better team, especially in terms of bullpen. I feel like it'd be about plus 200.
So right before Harper's at bat, I looked at my brother and I said, if he hits a home run here, we're putting money on the Phillies to win the World Series. So I looked at it right after he hit the home run. It was at plus 175 or something of that sort. And I was like, it's a little weird. I think the Astros are a lot better, and they probably should be a lot better or I guess less value odds for them. But I mean, I think they're trying to think, hey, Philly's so hot right now, maybe they can just run through them. Who knows? Yeah. I don't know if they can.
That home field advantage at Citizens Bank Park is serious, man. It's something serious. It gets to people's heads. Would you agree that the Red Sox are pitching moves? My bad. I'll give you just 1 second. This offseason could be a major threat. 4th in hitting, 26th in pitching this season. I believe Xander Bogaerts is a free agent, right? If they could lock him down and keep him, that's pretty significant. Losing Christian Vasquez was kind of suspect. I don't know. Kind of like
Boston's
that trade
a team I would like to see.
I don't know. It's just you need, like, for Boston to be legitimate, then you would need Tampa Bay to stay in this little rut that they're in. You need the Blue Jays to still suck.
Yeah,
like I don't know. And with the Orioles coming up, the AL East is going to be
it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, it's going to be a dogfight.
And for the Red Sox, I'd like to see them get in the Jacob deGrom talks. I'm going to be more on where else
just get
Jacob
Chris
deGrom
Sale
could
healthy,
be.
right?
Like that too.
is out with a paper cut for 6 months. Like,
I have a feeling they're going to be looking at every avenue of pitching because that team, it shouldn't be what they were this year. They should be a playoff team, but they have absolutely no. I mean, you see some of the people they put in games, and you're like, who the hell is that? And that should not be the Red Sox. So
yeah,
see what happens.
Oh man. Okay, here it is. Tonight's Monday Night Football game. Man, we got another Justin Fields primetime performance here, going up against the New England Patriots. Not even Mac Jones though, right? Like Mac's
I
still
think
out.
he might play.
He might play. He's
I
questionable.
think he's a game time decision.
Okay. Well,
does it really matter? I think Zapp was doing a pretty decent job.
He was.
He almost beat us. I mean, that's not really
balling.
impressive, but yeah, the Zapp's been good. So is it Zappy or Zapp?
I believe it's Zappy. I
Okay.
believe. I'm
Bailey
not
Zappi?
sure. Bailey Zappi. Yeah, I watched
Okay.
a little a video on Twitter the other day of him getting drafted and like his parents crying and all that, and I believe it was Zappi. But
Okay.
either way, yeah, Mac Jones is the starter for tonight. They do have him listed on FanDuel. I'm looking at passing yards right now. My play for tonight, Justin Fields under 160.5 passing yards.
Yeah, why are we naming him? Come on.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna be
Number
going
one.
with number 1 on Chicago. Under 160.5. I mean,
Yeah,
he
I'm with
stinks.
you on that. I'm with you on
he
that.
stinks, and it's just it's a primetime stinker. Like there's just not much more needs to be said. The guy doesn't pass the ball. Their offense looks like it's out of the 1950s. It's all
Rushing
bad over in
game.
Chicago.
That's what I see tonight.
Yeah,
I have Ramondre Stevenson anytime touchdown.
Ooh,
That's
I
my
like that a
big
lot.
one. He's on my fantasy roster, so I love him.
Mhm.
And
Been
he's
dominating.
been doing it a lot. He's been great. Yeah. So this is a rushing attack game. There's no quarterback play in my opinion. So yeah, Ramondre in that one. And also, I've been big on looking at the alternate point totals. I don't know if you usually do that, but I've got the under at 47.5. I think there's about 41 to 42 points scored in that range.
That might even be generous.
It might be. But this is, I mean, the NFL, first of all, they want offense in these games because, I mean, last night's game was 16-10.
Yeah.
So they weren't very happy with that one either. They need one game in prime time where somebody's scoring. Next week, next Sunday night, one team will be scoring a lot of points. That's all I'll say. I don't know if you know that matchup yet. But, yeah, so they need some points tonight. I think the Patriots will put up a decent amount of points. So.
Yeah, I mean, Patriots, like, who else are they going to go to besides Ramondre, Jacoby Myers, Devontae Parker, Damian Harris, maybe. But, I mean, that like
Ramondre.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
go
going to be
with
the
Ramondre.
Ramondre show, truthfully. And it's really just, it's all bad for Chicago. Even the defensive side, like, their defense isn't atrocious, but it's just hard when you're on the field for, 3/4 of the game to get anything done. You're just running around constantly.
No, yeah,
it's tough.
It sucks because I saw a lot of people saying that Justin Fields is a better quarterback than this guy. Does it matter if he's a better quarterback than the worst quarterback in the league?
Yeah.
He's not good. He can't win games.
Yeah.
They lost. Did they lose to they lost to the Commanders? Yes.
They did.
That should have been the low point. Losing to the Commanders is a low point.
Aguilar, yeah, your man, Nelson Aguilar, Eagles legend. Him and Jalen Reagor
catching them babies, unlike Aguilar.
Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking right now. Even the first half. What did you get the total for the game at? 47.5, right?
I had mine at 47.5. I'm gonna look.
That was a little alt move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's so unpredictable. I mean, I looked at the over/under of the Panthers Buccaneers game yesterday, and they had it at 39. I was like, that's such a low number. It's gonna hit over. It did not hit the over. So I'm not great at this. The over/under is 40.5. So I've boosted it up a touchdown. So
okay. Gotcha. I think one thing that I'm looking at right now, you know how much we love our kicker props. Nick Folk to give me 2 figgies tonight.
Let's go.
Yeah, for -115. I mean, they're not scoring touchdowns. You could, that's known. And Nick Folk has a boot, so I mean, really get to the 40, and you're okay with him.
Let's go. Yeah,
I'm hoping they could get to the 40.
We hit on one of our kicker props yesterday in the first half again.
We did. What did Harrison Butker actually missed one yesterday?
Butker went 0 for 1 in field goal attempts.
Unreal.
So he didn't even get 2 attempts. So we did get screwed by that. But I mean, we got our Tucker prop, and
we did. We got our Tucker prop. We'll definitely take that. And my boy Khan came on. He hit us with that Etienne play for some plus money.
That was nice.
That was
first
great.
career touchdown. He called that.
Yeah.
And also, I learned no more boosts. We're done with boosts. They had the ball at the 1 yard line, and Daniel Jones, dumbass, walked it in.
Vegas,
to win the game
baby.
Instead of Saquon.
That's
all we
Vegas,
needed was a handoff
baby.
to Saquon. That was it. Vegas, you're done. You got my boost. You got my boost for one. I went to a boost. I'm done.
Yeah.
Done. And yeah, actually, I haven't done it yet, but this is getting moved down for the Georgia helmet, and this is getting taken down too.
Way.
We're changing everything. I mean,
wow.
This is a year where I actually think the Packers have a better shot at a top 5 pick than winning the NFC North. At this point, I'd rather them lose.
I mean, the Vikings are off to a hot start.
Yeah, the Vikings are 5-1.
Vikings are. They had a bye this week?
They had a bye this week.
Okay, yeah, 5-1, and I feel like people really aren't talking about it like that for being a 5-1 team.
No, they're 5-1.
No, they had a bye.
Yeah, they had a bye. So they're 5-1.
Yeah, they're 5-1, and
yeah, it's over for us. So I'm okay. I'm okay tanking. I know in the NBA they're not okay with it. Hey, fuck it. When was the last time the Packers have done enough winning for the NFL? All right, we can take a year tanking. All right, let's do it. Let's trade Rodgers in the offseason for nothing because apparently that's what he's worth. Because I mean, everybody's blaming the Packers not having receivers. Go watch Rodgers' tape yesterday. His throws were terrible. They were terrible. He did not look good. They were doing dumb things. Jair Alexander was getting burnt by Terry McLaurin. It was
toasted.
They're all around a bad team this year. And like I said before, they're the Sunday night game. They're playing the Bills. It's going to be so ugly that they're double-digit underdogs. And I'm taking the Bills spread.
The dog.
10.5
taking the dogs.
Come on. I mean, it's crazy. And honestly, I have not seen enough Jordan Love to convince me to not take a quarterback, Double R. I would take unless they're willing to let Jordan Love play the rest of the season. And if he turns out to be great, he's great. Otherwise, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, get him on the Packers because
and you know me and my Bryce Young thoughts. I don't see him being a NFL level talent. I don't know. A-Rod is making horrible decisions. I mean, the guy is taking Percocets before the game, so I mean, his decision making has been questionable for a little while. It's been rough.
He came to the thing in a robe and said this might be the best thing for us. You're 3-4. You lost to the Giants, which, hey, losing to the Giants doesn't look that bad right now.
No, it doesn't look not bad anymore. Definitely.
Losing to the Jets, we'll see. All right, we'll see how the Jets are. But
with no Breece Hall, that's going to be – you can't lose to the Jets with no Breece Hall.
Can't lose to the Commanders. Well, they already lost to the Jets. They had Breece Hall, so we got lucky there. But they lost – once you lose to the Commanders with Taylor Heineke, dumb. It's over. Honestly, there's 4 quarterbacks in this draft that I could see being solid NFL players. I think the Ohio State quarterback fear doesn't really get to me too much. I know Justin Fields hasn't been great, but I think I'm more looking at the guy I see on the field, not the team they play for, which is why I don't get scared off by Alabama quarterbacks.
Okay. But I just don't – the thing about Bryce Young, like not just the team around him, but just like his size, right? Like his size at an NFL level gives me that Kyler Murray vibe. So I just don't know. Seeing like the way that Kyler's career is played out, I just don't know if I trust that.
If I was
the
Packers,
quarterback shall not be named. Facts.
Yeah, my bad.
Unless he hits that bet for us tonight, maybe we'll bring it.
Yeah, maybe. Back. Yeah. But no, there's gonna be a lot of options. But for the Packers, I mean, at this point, it's pretty clear where they're headed. So
yeah, that's.
It was frustrating. That was frustrating. They had a shot too late in the game. It's Sammy Watkins, for some reason, decided to go down in the middle of the field instead of running towards the out of bounds marker and saving a few seconds. Jair Alexander's throwing guys inbounds when there's only a minute left, when you need to be throwing them out.
It's all bad.
I mean, what do they do at practice? Because they don't play football. They can't be playing football at practice because they'd be a lot better than this. There's too much talent for this team to be that bad. And ultimately, I'm over it. Yeah. I said it the other day. Baseball was a lot more important to me this year. Fortunately, that's ended, and now, the Celtics look good, so that's at least we got that going for us.
That is a fact. I was going to say, if you wanted to segue into the NBA today, I was looking at a couple plays. I'm not sure if you got any.
I got 2.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, hit me with some.
You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going over to Philly. All right, Philly's bad. They've been bad. They're playing Indiana tonight. They got this, right? I think tonight's a night Tyrese Maxey has a nice night.
Yes, all right. He's due for 3-pointers.
Yes, I got his points and assists.
Okay.
Right? I'm thinking he drops around 20 points. Then he just has to get me 4 assists. 20 points, 4 assists. I got his points 10 assists at 23.5, over 23.5. I think it's a nice number. I think I'm being generous, only making him give me 4 assists.
Yeah,
right.
Nah, I mean, honestly,
so this should be a nice night for him.
They got to realize that like the keys need to go through Maxey. That's really like how that
they
offense
need to do something different,
best.
man.
Because it's not James Harden. It definitely should
Was
not
it Double
be
R
flowing.
last night that said oh no, I said that. I said by Christmas he'd have a different title. He wouldn't have the Sixers job anymore.
Yeah,
I stand by that if they don't start.
Sacrifice the Sixers for the Phillies and Flyers. Oof. Yeah, I'm not a big hockey guy, but I don't know if I'd give up my basketball team for the Rangers.
I would not.
That's sus. That's definitely sus. But I do like Tyrese Maxey tonight, and I think that they're realizing if they want to win games, the offense needs to be flowing through him. Absolutely. So I like Maxey. I was looking tonight at the Houston Rockets at home tonight against the Utah Jazz. Now, the Jazz are coming into this game 3-0, and they just played an overtime game last night against the Pelicans. So then they're going from that over to Houston, and they're playing the Rockets tonight. The Rockets have looked good. Jalen Green is balling out. Jalen Green looks like he's going to be making a step this year. And I have them right now, Houston Moneyline at plus 148.
Yeah.
So plus money.
Houston looked good the other night against Memphis. I know they lost to Memphis, but they looked really good.
I mean, if you got Sengun, right? That's the kid's name.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I see it on Twitter all the time. He balled out, and if you're having him
3-point
ball out,
too.
Exactly. If he's the one balling, and you're not even getting into the Jabari Smith, KPJ type rotation, like it's gonna be nice down there. They're gonna be entertaining, and a team like the Jazz. I mean, we've just been waiting for the Jazz to do their thing and lose games. Like this is
I mean, they're was it? I think Double R said this. He said, they're winning now so that they.
Yeah, so the
don't look like a tanky team. But
Facts.
if you win too many games now, you're gonna regret it. Like, so I don't know when they're gonna start their tanking ways. But
Tonight.
Also, they have a lot of veterans. They have a lot of veterans who don't want to tank. Like Kelly Olynyk's playing really well for some reason.
Dude, he just gamed the Pelicans last night.
Yeah,
like,
he's not like a guy who wants to tank. He doesn't want to lose. Jordan Clarkson doesn't want to lose. Mike Conley obviously doesn't want to lose. They're gonna have to get those guys out of there.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's weird because like Danny Ainge, if you're Danny Ainge, you're looking at this team like, what are you doing? You're losing me Victor right now. Like,
dude, they beat Minnesota the other night when they had 4 opportunities to blow the game, and Minnesota had to take the game. The Jazz just kept taking it back and taking it back. I mean, I don't know who that says more about. I've been intrigued.
The Jazz
with
are
Minnesota,
a gritty team. Is that what we're
going to say?
Like,
apparently the Jazz won't lose. Like, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I do have them losing tonight.
Yes, you do.
So it is what it is, for sure.
Did you? I got one more, so I'll give you that first. We got Celtics Bulls. I usually don't place anything on my teams, but happy birthday, Jaylen Brown. Birthday present. 23 points. Over 22.5, minus 113 at Chicago. Celtics are 6-point favorites. I don't know what you really need to say. They are.
Celtics are 6-point favorites. Is Zach LaVine even back? Like,
I don't think so. I don't think so. So
Veterans
I
will
think
be traded and added to playoff contenders come the deadline. Yeah, that's a fact.
And I have a perfect fit for Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah,
right back where he
LA?
used to be. Dude, did you watch the end of that game yesterday? I assume no.
I mean, the Laker game.
I put it on because I needed to see.
So I had Braun double-double and a win. That was my bet on a little parlay that I had. I sent it to you, right?
Yeah.
And he finished with 32, 8, and 8.
You know why?
So I got hooked. But
I watched the end of that game.
Because of the Brody? Dude, is that why? Because
that guy pulled up from a shot when they could have let some clock run down, pulled up for a mid-range jumper and just bricked it and walked away like nothing just happened. He lost them the game last night. They are, when I say bad, usually it's an untalented team with no names that are just not good, right? There's a few of those.
Yeah, or maybe like young guys that just haven't found their role in the NBA yet.
Orlando's not there yet. They were bad the other night against Boston. The Lakers are terrible. They had all 3 of those guys on the floor late in the game, and Russ took the last shot of the game. Well, actually, technically didn't take the last shot because I think they had a 4-second shot LeBron took. But Russ took a shot with 30 seconds left, that handed Portland the game. Damian hit a sick 3. Lillard, they were great. The Blazers won the game. The Lakers blew that game 4 different times last night. They are so bad. I was watching that game instead of the football that was on. I was very frustrated. Frustrated with the NFL last night. So I put the Lakers on just to have a laugh, and I got more than a comedy special could ever give me. It was so funny.
Bro, and Double R, you said that like he should have 8 clock. Bro, he said he wanted a 2-for-1 after the game. You're winning.
You're winning. Why do you need a 2-for-1, Russ? You're not the guy that's been shooting the 2-for-1.
Oh, it's so great too.
The ball another time this year.
I love how like the world is starting to realize too, because we've been talking about this for like a year now.
Yeah, and you were sick of it last year. Last year I brought up the Lakers one day. You were like, let's not even. And I was like, okay. Now I want to bring them up because I want to laugh at them so hard. I mean, you look at when the Celtics play the Lakers, I'm taking an alternate point of like 40 because that's how bad the Lakers are.
No, seriously, the Lakers are that
atrocious. I feel bad for Darvin Ham. I feel so bad for Darvin Ham.
Oh, he's going to get scapegoated so fast.
Rob Pelinka just got an extension.
Shameless.
For the mess that he built. And when LeBron leaves, that place is going to be going horrific. Under.
Yep.
It's embarrassing.
It really is, because like LA fans deserve
they deserve a winner.
Y'all got Kobe rolling in his grave right now.
Dude, he'd be sick to his stomach if he was here to see this.
Yeah,
I mean, really I know that it sounds sick, but
no, it really is. Like, this is not a Lakers team.
This is, they don't look. They have big names, great. If you want to sell T-shirts and sell jerseys, great. There's teams. Boston sells T-shirts, shirts. They got talent. Lakers, they don't have any talent.
No,
that's
literally.
it. LeBron, amazing. AD. I mean, when he fell to the ground the other day, I thought his season was over.
No,
right?
it's literally
Russ
every
time,
dude.
I mean, there's the Pelicans. They have stars. They sell jerseys. They win. They're winning now.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
and honestly, they're getting eyes on them because they're winning. Like,
I mean,
they should trade LeBron to the Pelicans, get BI and picks back. If you're the Pels, I don't think you're even
I don't
doing
make that trade. Brandon Ingram's a lot stronger than he looks. I was watching him the other day. I mean,
no, Brandon Ingram is a hooper these days, especially now that like the pressure's kind of off of him to be the guy. You know, like they have a solid squad around him, so he doesn't have to come out and drop 25 and 6. He can just come out and play his game, and it's working for them. I like it a lot.
All I've been hearing is like Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, get him to LA. That wouldn't fix all your problems. They're a bad. There's no depth. Matt Ryan's playing 16 minutes a game.
Window,
Dude, it's embarrassing, honestly. And Darvin Ham he should not have taken that job. I'm sure the pay is a lot better than he was getting in Milwaukee. He could have probably could have gotten the Celtic job in the offseason if he wanted it. He was that highly looked at. Yeah. I mean, he shouldn't have taken the job, but I'm sure he'll be fired by the end of the year anyway. So.
Yeah,
he'll be scapegoated out of that place. So
you hate to say it
because LeBron, I like LeBron. I used to hate him because he was always beating the Celtics. I don't hate him anymore. I just think, look, he's not gonna take any of the blame, and neither's Rob Pelinka. So,
all right, I got another pick for you, and this one, you were betting some Celtics, and tonight. The reason that we're doing a Moneyline Madness lunchtime special is because I'm going to be present for the New York Knicks tonight. I will be at MSG seeing the Knicks take on the Magic tonight. And in this game, my pick is not only for the Knicks to win, but I got RJ Barrett putting in 3 threes tonight. He's been super cold the first 2 games from deep, and I'm thinking he's bouncing back tonight at home. He's back in his groove. I just think against a team like the Magic, this is going to be a get-right game. The Knicks, with a real point guard, have looked good. Honestly, like I can't lie to you. Like from a non-biased standpoint, they're looking way better than I thought they were going to. So I think if Jalen Brunson can continue, he's had 14 assists with 0 turnovers in his first 2 games. I mean,
looked at his assist line,
for that,
but they moved it up.
Yeah, probably. They're trying to juice it. Yeah,
so I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that one now.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do like RJ to give me 3 threes tonight and a New York Knicks win. That comes in at plus 230. So like pretty hefty. I
think the Knicks wins the easy one. I mean, I watched the Magic the other day. They're nothing special. Although they did give the Celtics a bit of a fight.
And isn't Markelle Fultz hurt again?
Yeah. It's a lot of Cole Anthony in that offense right now.
Yeah. And
he played
he is a New York native. He might be trying to, get a little shiesty out in MSG, but
probably
not going to happen. On the defense of the Knicks tonight, not happening in my opinion.
No.
So I'm
happy you're gonna be there live for that 2-1 start, right? 2-1.
Hell yeah,
So,
dude.
let's go,
Hell
man.
yeah. Shout out to my boy Con. Hit me up with an extra ticket, and
Hell yeah.
it's the New York Knicks. Can't say no. Can't say no. So I'm
Get
gonna be heading over there.
Get the MSG popcorn. Let's
Dude,
go.
MSG popcorn. I'm copping a new hoodie.
Dude,
like,
you had chicken tenders from Yankee Stadium, and now you're having MSG popcorn. I'm jealous.
Hell yeah. In the past 3 days, I got a nice candy bucket and MSG pop. Stop playing. It's lit out here. It is lit.
I'm an NFL free agent. Here's what I'll say. It's entirely possible the Packers figure it out out of nowhere, a miracle, and they become a playoff team. I'm not going to stop watching Packers games. I'm sure I'll still watch, and I'm still rooting for them. I just know it ain't going to happen, right? There's nothing there. So I'll watch the games. I'll root for my fantasy team. I'm sure I'll have bets on it, everything. Like, I'll have that. But I'm okay with taking. I did this when Rodgers got hurt a few years ago, and we had Brett Hundley. It's very enjoyable to just watch football and not have a team to root for. I mean,
sometimes, yeah. I've done that for too long, though. You know,
yeah, you deserve to root for your team.
Yeah, a guy like me hasn't seen W since childhood. I'm ready for some victories, and
I've seen the stresses of the NFL playoffs. I'm okay taking a year off.
Okay. I'll be me and Double R will be in there, stressed up for you.
Yeah, and then I'll get ready for baseball. Well, also college basketball's coming back. By the way, I will be bringing picks on here because
college basketball picks are going to be great.
I love college basketball.
I wish, something I was thinking about the other day. If we got G League picks, or like if you could.
Well, we're going to be watching the Jazz in the G League soon, apparently.
That is true.
Did you see that report?
That's very true.
That made me laugh. That they're actually considering relegation. I believe they call it. They do that in soccer, in everywhere.
Premier
I think
League
everywhere. The Premier League definitely
does it. I'm not a big soccer guy, but
like it makes teams spend money. I'll give them that. It makes owners spend money because you don't want to be in the G League. You're not making money in the G League. So
absolutely, it's a good balance for sure. There's teams that are in small markets or something that don't want to. The owners are a little greedy.
The problem is I feel like then the G League team would just lose all the time and then go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
That is true.
With the Magic and the Jazz.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that is not fair.
That would be weird. We'll see what happens, but I know the Celtics would never have to worry about that.
Yeah, or a team like the Knicks, because the Knicks, one thing about the Knicks,
they're not relegating the Knicks.
They'll spend, and we sell jerseys. So, yeah,
right, they do. Those Julius Randle jerseys are still flying off the shelves.
Ugh. Hey, he's had a good couple games. I can't even lie. But if I
saw a good start coming. We'll see how he continues. See if he can be consistent.
Hey, if he has 3-4 turnovers tonight, and I see Kyden Randall coming down the escalator, I'm another
the chicken tender from last
launch. Facts.
That had to be the greatest Twitter exchange in the history. I was so serious, so I was like, "This is sick, unbelievable."
I know, that's why. Once I saw you put periods too, I was like, I gotta kind of shed some light.
Knows how to lighten the mood there with that one. That was good.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Oh, that's great. All right, you got anything else you want to add for the day?
No, let's just go Celtics, and I guess whoever's watching that football game, they put the New England team at the same time as the Celtics game. Very odd, but
it's up.
Yeah, well, enjoy. If you're in New England, enjoy the wins today.
Let's go football. I'm not rooting for anybody. Football. Let's go football.
As long as the Bears don't win, I think I'm okay. So let's go Patriots and let's go Celtics.
Let's go Blue Coats. Yeah, let's go Westchester, right?
Well, I think we got the Maine Red Claws. Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Double R, thanks for tapping in. We appreciate you, my man. Good luck in these next few days.
Enjoy the next couple days off, and then we'll get.
That's a fact.
You're gonna get right back to it.
Yeah, we'll be coming back with some more picks for you guys for that game, with World Series picks, Sixers picks, Eagles picks, everything under the sun. Don't forget Mo Sports TV tomorrow night. We will catch you guys there. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been a little lunchtime special of Moneyline Madness. And have a good day, and let's go Knicks.
Let's go Celtics.